welcome to another King's Cross Show Banter Blitz on the ICC. It's approaching 9 PM UK time. Let me turn this off over here. That's mute that sound over there. I've had a coffee, try to time it perfectly. The coffees do last 4 to 6 hours in the system, but need about an hour to kick in totally. Been researching that, and also I'm not without my top on. I think it could affect my brain temperature, and I don't want that affected. I mean, the cooler I am, the cooler the moves. So on that note, J Russell 2 is the first challenger Heil on stream. So I'm hoping to do better than last week. Had a bit of a mauling last week, so can I do better? I am hoping so. Anyway, that's the hope. Also, a little modification maybe, if there's no immediate pending challenges, instead of immediately going on to the auto pairing, I might try and sneak in a bit of post-mortem analysis, especially on the more interesting games. So slight little modification maybe there. Yes, I've been chilling out this week with the Gilmore Girls. It's not my fault. I couldn't watch Breaking Bad, so I had to settle with the Gilmore Girls. I watched so much that I overloaded on that, and but it makes the chess much more interesting if I'm not playing chess incessantly all week. But watching something on Netflix is a bit relaxing sometimes. Let's see. There's a loose piece here. On B2. This one's protected by my king. Okay, not a loose piece anymore. Can I put some pressure on the pawn chain or not? Let's see. Also bishop f5, or maybe this pin. Can I harass anything? Okay, bit of a concern, this position. Bit of a concern. I think I feel slightly more alert with the Kenko. I have Kenko Dark Rich. It's quite nice. Kenko Coffee. It's quite nice. And right, so F5. I'm weakening the E6 card. Does it matter? Yeah, so E5 might happen. What if I try and close the centre? Will he take en passant? Unfortunately, he does. That's what I was a bit worried about. Oh well. It looks a little bit fragile, my pawn structure. Will I survive this? So maybe something like D4, bishop F5. I'm holding that E6 square at the moment with the knight and bishop. Can I play something like D4 and bishop F5? Let's set up a blockade immediately. Let's set up, as Nimzovich will be pleased, a blockading knight set up immediately to stop E6. Which, okay, it's okay so far. In fact, knight F4, I should have looked at knight F4 there. That was a tactical shot to win the bishop. That could have ended the game, that forcing move. Knight F4, I just noticed it after. But voluntarily giving up the bishop with these light squares. Wow, really? Surely there's going to be some punishment for that. Okay, I'll cover. Do I cover F6? I lose C5, but does that matter? Bishop G4. Nasty pin there, Bishop G4. Using my F-file trump card pressure.
Check.
Okay. Ooh, okay. Can I take and hold the bishop with the rook? I still want to play something like Bishop G4. Or maybe even Bishop D5, but Bishop G4 looks immediately tempting. Without that fianchetto, these weaknesses could be tricky. Right, I don't want to lose any material just yet. Can I put the bishop on D5? I wonder. Bit scary, a little bit scary. Maybe this rook can sneak across without. I don't want to lose this rook. The queen's holding both rooks for dear life. Can I play rook B7 and live to tell the tale? Or is it queen E8 check? If I took, that'd be fine. Oh, I think I welcome this. Whoa, 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 whoa. Loose piece alert. That's not how I expected things. I thought I was going to be given a very hard time there. Thank you, J. Russell. Bishop's mate. Let me apologise in advance if I get mauled on the auto pairing. I just want to apologise in advance. May as well say in advance if I get mauled. I was starting to be extremely embarrassed last week. I don't know if you could tell from my face. I'm not exactly poker face sometimes, but yeah. So when we get onto the 3-minute auto pairing or whatever, 5-minute, I want to say sorry in advance, okay? Because it is really, really tough. I mean, these challenges are also pretty tough sometimes, but let me say sorry in advance, because that means I might be more focused without having to apologise during it. I want to see if I can see a little bit more than last week, but I did look at some of the games, and there did seem to be some opportunities I missed last week, so I'm hoping that's where the coffee kicks in. It's like thresholds. If we get beyond a certain accuracy threshold, it could turn losses into draws, or even, etc., or even more. Just, slight accuracy increases sometimes, some ideas to spot. Okay, so knight f6, queen e2. And I've still got that nice grip on e5, and this bishop's still kind of blocked in. Aha! Right, now let's see. There's weaknesses being created here. So can I play queen e3 with a battery there on h6? So bishop b1, knight e5. Bishop b1 looks okay. Actually, why didn't I just take that? I was thinking about taking that, and I just didn't do it. Okay. Looking at this d5. Oh, come on. Let's take on h6 if that's left hanging. Come on. Alright, b2 is an issue now. Alright, let's hold this for a moment. So still this h6 is in my sights. Now if he plays king h7, there is knight e5 hitting the f7 pawn. Still that bishop is a problem bishop, right? This is a classic problem bishop, this c8 bishop, yeah? So I'm hitting f7. Yes, I could slow down my murder series of murders, couldn't I? What I could do when there's no challenges is play on the 5-minute auto pairing and just do a bit more time doing post-mortem analysis for when I get murdered. Yeah, I think that could be my strategy. So actually slow down how I get murders, otherwise it becomes like midnight summer murders where there's tons of murders in every episode. I'm not sure I can cope with like more than like 10 murders in every Blitz episode, so maybe I slow it down with post-mortems. What an ingenious idea that's just occurred to me, the use of post-mortems. Okay, all right, g4 is trapping the knight, yeah. Yeah, Midsummer Night Murders is a TV program on UK TV. I don't know if anyone can see that elsewhere, but there's sometimes there's like 10 murders in an episode. So anyway, on that note, can I take here? It takes the queen. I'm still trapping that knight, right? I'm still trapping that knight. The knight's not going anywhere, right? I'm hoping to take this knight. I do lose h3. I don't think that's a big deal. I mean, maybe it's a big deal, but I just don't think it's a big deal. I mean, there's a big difference between thinking it's a big deal and actually whatever. So, okay, bishop e5 coming up on bishop h3 now. Oh, there's also knight e5, discovered check. I've just noticed this discovered check. That would have won the game immediately. This is looking really, really good, though. Actually, knight f4 would just win the bishop there as well. But okay, I've got my bishops pointing in the right direction here.
Check.
So that's a nice check. Now, is there a forced little sweet mate here? King h. Look for these little cute little mates. Knight g6, king h7. Knight f8. Double check, king h8. Can't see a forced mate, and my king's here for his own discovered check. So maybe simplest is just to take it and take here. Okay, that's not happening anyway. Alright, thanks, bishop mate. Okay. Now Zebel, we had a good fight last week. Now this Shigurin, I looked up one of Morozovic's games, how he plays Shigurin. Actually, in one game he gave up both bishops. Because, you know, this c-pawn is blocked. Fundamentally, it looks like a silly thing to do to the outside observer, not used to the Shigurin. To block in this c-pawn voluntarily looks like kind of a ridiculous thing to do. Especially, you know, sometimes when white plays c4, you want to be able to play c6. So, okay, I'm pouncing with knight e4 here to get this. Now we've got reverse kind of Dutch stonewall without c6, but with the bishop outside of the pawn chain here. This looks like an aggressive formation. I can seal my e5 square now. So that's usually a terrible square. Let's threaten the tactic like knight b4. But at the moment there's a check. G4, is G4 going to happen? Okay, I can castle, then look forward to knight b4 and imagine queen b1. Then what? Okay, let's hold c7 for a moment. So if I castle and he castles, maybe g5, g4 there. Maybe that's not crazy. In fact, the rook is going to be swinging across. Surely I can swing the... Oh, I haven't gone into a tactic just yet, have I? So g5, is that crazy or what? I don't think there's a tactic on e4 with queen e6 just yet. If I can get g4 in, I can get this rook in. It should be a gory attack, I hope. Or is it? Hang on, let me see. Let me see. g4 could be weakening myself significantly. Yes. I'm going to put this bishop on d3 for fun. That'll be ready to answer knight g4 with h5 as well. Ready for rook g7, h5, g4. This should be good fun with the bishop on d3. I'm hoping. There's no nasty checkers there yet. So rook g7, g4 plan. Yes. Alright, so d5 is a problem, right? I can see d5 as a problem. A merging problem. What about knight a5 and knight c4? Can I get away with that? Try and punish this c4 move. He's not really going to set the exchange, is he? Looks good. I like the bishop. I don't particularly want d5 opening up the diagonal. Now, can I get on with my attack, please? With g4. Now I've attended to this stuff. Oh, b1 is out. This is good, I think. The queen can sweep in. There's some forcing moves to consider, like queen f8. Sometimes. But at the moment, it looks like my attacks are heating up. Queen f6 is on f2. Without any rook e2 or rook c2 here, this looks pretty good. So queen f6 looks pretty good. Rook f2 should probably be considered. Takes queen f6, king g1. Doesn't do anything, does it? It's overkill. Just queen f6. Queen b2. Oh, actually, I've just noticed there's rook h7 now, queen f3 after this, weakening the light squares. I can just play queen f3. This is very bad looking now. Surely I can just take that in king g7, check king g6. So my point is I'm going to play check and queen f3. He might be able to play f4, but I think I've got enough compensation for the exchange. Okay, I'm going to test that theory anyway here.
Check.
So I'm not going for a mate, but the rooks don't seem that good anyway. Surely I've got enough for the exchange here. Just in case, let's think. I don't want to lose b1 in particular, so I don't want the rooks working together. I'll get this pawn down because I'm holding b1 and f1. So I think what I want to do is just get this pawn down to put some pressure. Holding f1 and b1. Can I get my king for the attack? King g4. That should be enough for the exchange. Okay, that's welcome. Now, because I had a slight concern I'm going to get mated with these two rooks there. I thought this is going to backfire. Okay, thanks for the game, Zoe. JC Arias. I suspect he's done me over in some of the last few sessions. This rings a bell. I don't know. Probably he's done me over. Let's see. But anyway. So why am I pre-moving? Why am I pre-moving? Why am I pre-moving? Stop pre-moving. Yeah, I'll sack a pawn. I'm trying to open up this bishop on this diagonal with this pawn sack. I'm wondering if this is interesting anyway. Well, basically I'm hoping it's an interesting idea. Now e5 knight f5. What at d6? Oh my word! I've just missed d6. No, I didn't have d6. I've got d6 now. D6 threatened now. I've just realised d6 is threatened now. No, obviously it wasn't there. But d6 here, d6 here, d6, forcing move d6. I did it. One forcing move is all you need. Thanks. JC Arias is okay. Yeah, no, knight d4 has d6. Okay, I'm glad I didn't miss d6. Alright, didn't miss d6. Okay. So is that nice maple leaf Canada flag. I think I once had an interview at Canada Life many years back for a web designer. Well, didn't get it. But I think I did a nice prototype website. Anyway, Canada Life. Okay, so knight g5. Nope. Okay, what about this? Is this or what? B3. I'm worried about c5. Okay. What about this hack attack plan? Queen d2, bishop h6. Did you know? I've heard that there's been a Simpson episode. I want to try and get it, which features Magnus Carlsen. So I heard that on this. I kind of knew it from Reddit, but no, I got to see it now because people are talking about it. I think it was yeah. Let's sack on h6 or not. Well, hold on. Do I probably need a rook later. Okay, I'm doing it. He's tempting me. He didn't play king h7. He's asking for it. He didn't play king h7, so let's see if I can swing a rook on the h file. I'm thinking takes, queen h6, knight g5, get this pawn there, move the bishop, move the king, move the rook, and then we've got rook on the h file. That's all I need. The queen needs some assistance here. He's not taking it. He's not taking it. Wow, okay, so I've just won a pawn there. That's an important pawn. It's a chink in the armour here. That's been removed. Mind you, my e5. Is this point my e5 is dropping? No, fine. I don't I don't object to being a pawn up. I'm usually like several pawns down. Let's not play f4. That would be knight takes and bishop c5. Not too amusing. We would not be amused with f4, knight d4, queen d4, bishop c5. Not funny. So king goes into shelter on h2 here. Okay. Now f4 here, is that at all plausible? I'm hoping it is anyway, that's why I played it. I don't think it gets immediately massacred as a move, and if I can get away with f4, then there's f5, f6. Okay, continue the attack. f6, 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 incoming, f6. Okay, or rook e3 maybe, if queen c7, so I don't lose c3. Rook e3, queen c4, maybe still f6. f6? Or not? Rook e3, f6. Rook e3, e6? Neither. Okay. Okay, for a moment. Here, I get access to g5, f6, queen g5, mating. I can't move this pawn, bishop takes b7. He can go for c3, but I'm going to try and go for the kill with queen g5. So yeah, I'm going to throw this overboard for some time, this c3 pawn. He can take my c3 pawn, but queen g5. And while there's no queen looking at g3 immediately, there's no check on g3. So this looks fatal for black. This fawn pawn looks fatal. Okay, thanks for the game is Silent Hunter. Okay, Silent Hunter. Why have I pre-moved knight c6? You might be wondering. Well, because I'm a pre-move addict. Okay, now bishop c5, knight e5. Does that actually work there? Well, I'm going to test him. I might not do it. It didn't do it. I don't like the passive bishop e7, even though I'm wondering if that tactic works. I think I like the bishop here on this diagonal. So I took a bit of a risk there. Wasn't entirely sure if it's the exact position where knight e5, but anyway, it's old news now. So can I take and then knight g4? Now this looks very caveman-y, doesn't it? But you know, he's castled into a raging attack, clearly. He's castled into this. So let's see, queen f6, queen g6, queen h5, knight h4, g5. Near the end of game there. Just get my queen to h5. Okay, a bit of delay here, moving this knight. Knight g6. Oh, yeah. No, that blocks the queen. What about knight f5, queen f6, queen g6? Let's change the plan. Knight f5, e4, then he's weakening d4, knight d4, knight d4, bishop d4. That's okay, surely I've got that pin. Okay, if he I'm welcoming this, I think. Knight f5, I welcome e4. Knight d4, knight d4, bishop d4. Yeah, I think that's to be welcomed. And in rook a1 there's bishop f2 and rook a1. Okay, can I do this for queen f6? So rook a1, bishop f2, rook f2, rook takes a1. If he wants to try and pin this bishop, that's a trap. Oh, also there's e4 hitting the knight, hitting the rook. But my main thing is really here to try and get the queen again to h5. So queen g6, queen h5. It's crude, but I think it's a lot of fun to get that position. The immediate thing, let's see what immediate stuff. Queen g6, queen h5. Okay, let's see. What else is there to say about this? I'm waiting. Bishop G5, Queen G6. I don't know what to think. Sometimes I think it's a waste to think too much about specific moves when the opponent's turn. Botvinnik recommends thinking in generalities when it's the opponent's turn. What can we say in general about this position? I think in general my pieces are good. The bishops are pretty good. The h5, I mean, even this rook's okay. I think the rooks are quite happy. I just want to get my queen to h5. It's crude, but I think it's you know, very dangerous looking. You know, to get a queen to h5 here, and then maybe then what? Okay, he's protected that rook before this. That's good. Okay, I'm hoping. Okay, is b6 going to be nasty? It's possible. I'm being given a very false sense of security. Yeah, yes, I'm probably given a very false sense of security. Oh, what's happening? He's doing me over or something, is he? Have I got knight h2? Knight h2. Rook movement, knight f3. What's happening? What's the meaning of this? And if I play this as probably knight e5. If I play knight h2, the quick removal of this defensive piece. Intriguing. Okay, so maybe a bit of calculation. Queen d6.
Check. Check.
b5 might be handy. It threatens mate on f2. It did threaten mate on f2. As the table's turning. Oh no. Don't tell me the tables are turning. Yeah, there's queen e5, f6, there's rook c7. Let's go with, I suppose. I don't like this now. Oh, there's queen b8, picking up the rook.
Check.
Yes, there's a reason I didn't like this. Yes.
Check. Check.
Oh, that's protected by... Ah! No! No, I've just got my queen trapped, haven't I? My queen's trapped as well. Oh, you could have just trapped my queen. This has gone into a total disaster zone. Ah, he's left f2 hanging. What the heck? He had rook h1, just trapping the queen. He had rook h1. Because what is this? What is this? How did I get this disaster? I had a good attack. Anyway, let's put that behind. Okay. Ignore that. Queen f3. I want to do my own stuff. Queen f3. Do I ignore that or take it? Bishop g4 takes queen e1, takes rook a1. No, I need to take that first. Crikey. Can I not just take this? Call his bluff. Queen c5. I'm not necessarily getting killed, am I? Okay, that helps. That helps. Yes, I was getting. I don't know. I think he's exposed some downsides there of my crude play pretty successfully in some respects. So well played. I was getting exposed there for my crudeness. The punishment was being presented. I think b6. Yeah, I think the queen coming in. It started to look. Winning the rook was not. Yeah, it started to look pretty grim. Okay, Mr. Marquis 60. Is he ready? Mr. Marquis 60. Or should we go on to another challenge? No, let's abort that. You can challenge another time. Grand Pats of 5 from Belgium. Yeah. Belgian beer's pretty good. There's a Belgian beer place in London. It's pretty good. Occasionally I go there. So let's see. Okay. Okay. It's officially it's a gambit now. It's one of those gambits. Into one of those weird gambits. I want to try and castle queenside. So d3, d5, and I want to play bishop g4 and castle queenside, and hope that I get some compensation. Oh, he's giving me back a pawn immediately. I'll take that. Okay. I think it looks okay. I've had worse. Well, the bishop h7 is possible here almost. Got to be careful. Okay, about not quite working there. Because my queen's protected. Now here again, I've got queen takes h7. Otherwise, knight g5 would be a concern. So I think queen h5 is technically possible without bishop h7. I suspect. Even with king takes knight g5, there's king g6 protecting the queen. But there's also queen takes h7. Okay, now aside from defensive worries, there's bishop h3 on the attacking front. So it takes, and then there's no attack, is there, after that? So probably need some more firing power. So I'll play for f5. d5 is fatally weak. What do I need to do here? Maybe h6, g5, knight h2 after. I'll go back to f5, queen b3, f4 protects d5. Alright, this looks a little bit of fun. Maybe, I hope, f4. g5, g4. I mean, fun if nothing. Hopefully a bit of fun. So g5, g4. There's always this knight e5, right. So if I took the queens off knight e5 and bishop c5, if I keep the queens on, is that a terrible idea? Maybe I'll keep the queens on. Let's see. So this rook can swing in potentially, although both key squares to get on the g-file are taken out of the equation at the moment. Right, protect d5 for a moment. c6. c6. Alright, this is fascinating. Because I don't know, will this rook ever see any light of day? c5, this knight's loose. Probably exploit that somehow. Now if he takes here, well, alright, can I play bishop e6 on bishop c4? b7's dropping. I'll let b7 drop. I'm hoping I get something if he takes b7. entirely sure what at this point. Is it possible that bishop takes h3 is useful for taking, and then rook f5 to g5? So imagine bishop takes h. Okay, and I calculate this. Queen takes, bishop takes, queen takes here. Well, my bishop's protected there. He's blocked against. He blocks his own bishop there. Let's get him to take here and protect my b pawn. Now, if the bishop did move, well, there looks to be a nice discovery stuff going on. Maybe knight e3. Alright, bishop d3, what do I do? I mean, he's taking his time. I guess he doesn't want to play bishop takes, because that looks very comfortable in some respects. That the queen's hit. Wow. Wow. What's that? What's that? Is that a mistake? I'm not sure what this is. Queen g6? There's no rook e6, right? Now, if rook e1, well, there is knight e3. If bishop takes, I see that there's queen takes d5 check. But can I slip in knight e3? King the queen. Bit more piece play. That's a rook. That's subtle Frank. Now I'm wondering where he goes here, because if he goes here, it looks in the firing line of bishop h2 potentially. If I took and then f3, I've got bishop h2 winning the queen. So I think f3. There's no queen d5 here. I could just take that. So bishop h2 wins the queen. It's sneaky, but you got to see these things.
Check. Check.
Okay, a lot of damage has been done, surely, here. The rook is tied to f3. Time to pour some water, I think. Okay. Okay. No immediately killing, forcing moves come to mind. Have I poured enough water? That's the key thing. No. Surely not.
Check. 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 Check.
Thanks for the game, Gavriel. Now, something like we played before, right? I'll just check my pending challenges. If I click 1, I've programmed this /pending. Now, yeah, I want to slow down my murders on the 5-minute auto pairing. So there'll be post-mortem analysis if there's no pending challenge after. Let's do a 5-minute with post-mortem analysis. Okay, that's going to be tonight's major trick. So the 5-minute dreaded 5-minute auto pairing, or maybe the 3-minute. The 3 minute. I could do post-mortem on the 3 minute. Okay. Yes. The 3 minute might be interesting as well. Oh, mind you, the 5 minute games are more worth post-mortem. Now, yeah, 95 there was a concern. Alright, I had this sort of position a few times. Sometimes it's pretty tricky. Knight 97, knight f6, king f8. I wanted to protect this because I can see that that could be nasty later. Is this looking bad for me? I wonder. Knight g6. If I've got knight g6 to e5, it might not be entirely terrible. So I'm hitting that knight.
Check.
Oh, let's check. No. 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 No, don't like the look of this. Do not like this. This is terrible, but I don't know. I think I've been done over. This is a done over position. This is what a done over position looks like. Oh, it gets worse. This F file could be very painful. I suppose bishop h5 is winning material. Let's check here. Crikey. Yes, certainly doesn't look entirely
Check.
good.
Check.
We'll just check in for a moment.
Check.
Really tied down, huh? Can I just check?
Check.
I wonder where his king goes, because maybe this diagonal's sensitive, but my queen is tied down to f7. That's bishop d4. Rook d1. Queen f6. Queen e8. King g7. Oh, I don't know. I've got to stop f6. I suspect. Can I play for Queen F6? Queen, it looks so grim. Queen F6, Queen E8, King G7, Queen D7. That looks really grim. Okay, there's an alternative, but in Bishop F6 maybe, but then Rook D1. If I go down this path, Queen F6, there's check, King G7, Queen D7 check, pushes my king to the back row. That looks terrible. So I've got to choose the lesser evil. I think Bishop F6, I don't know, is that a lesser evil move? There's Rook D1, which seems terminal. With Queen G7, there's Queen E8. It all looks pretty terminal, actually. But, yeah. 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 Yes, it's terminal. In fact, Rook D8 is immediately threatened. Queen G7 is Queen E8. Wow, that was something. Yeah, I think this is really a lost position. It has been. Oh man. Yeah, I don't think this is playable. Okay. Alright. Grand Patzer 5 or is. We've played both those guys. Paul, let's go on the 3-minute auto pairing. Or actually, okay, I did promise a post-mortem. Let's have a quick look. Try and replace the pain by science of what happens. It was actually very, very, I think, logical play from White. E3, B4. That's White's maintaining a solid advantage here. Oh no, he's not come with me with the postmortem, has he? It's knight h4. F3 here might be good.
Check.
D5. C5 might be good here. Yeah, this all looks pretty good for White. It gets pretty painful around here. No, this is just a losing. This is a losing move. I forgot this check. So King G7, I should have been okay. King G7 actually hits F6 anyway, so check. I can just take. Oh, that's not even. It's not even hanging. King size pawns here. Hold on a sec. We'll keep that as a pending challenge for a moment. Yeah, this is a losing move basically, but let's see. Oh, I think Queen G5 would relieve some of the pressure. Maybe. When I got that, I still can't take the queen. But no, this is an improvement surely, because I don't know, it's an improvement. Yeah, to at least get the queens off here. This would have been maybe a lot more pliable. But in the game, what happened was after knight f4, I couldn't take there because of the fork, and White is significantly better. Yeah, playing for c5 now. It's just I'm kind of paralysed here. This just makes things worse. And then there's bishop h5 coming. It looks as though it's all a downhill thing. It's all pretty down. It's like +4 now. It's all pretty downhill. +5.
Check.
+7, +9, +5.
Check.
Yeah, it was a pretty bad game. Yeah, by me. Well, just one slip up and there was a down. Went down that hill. So in this final position, if I go here, as mate, it was a downhill game. Here, I don't think that there's rook d8 check. Yeah, to deflect.
Checkmate.
Oh well, okay. Now, pending challenge. I've just done a 1 minute by accident. Oh crikey! Sorry, I didn't mean to press 1. Let's play bullet game. This was the exchange. g6.
Check. Check.
Okay, didn't mean to play a bullet game, but anyway. No, I meant to play a 3 minute, or look at the pending challenge, the other one that I programmed. So any pending challenges / pending. Okay, we'll play a 3 minute on the 3 minute auto pairing. That was the 1 minute auto pairing. Okay, 3 minute or 5 minute. Well, either actually. Either 3 minute or 5 minute. Alright, let's Fallen Massage. A 3 minute game. I'm thinking knight f3 to hold these key squares, because c3 doesn't hold necessarily the squares. I think this is the main thing. Knight f1 to e3. Oh, hang on. I think I've seen some sort of sack on YouTube in this position, so it must be good. Was it bishop or knight? Yeah, I think I've seen. I think I've seen Greg Jarhead play this sort of sack in a similar position. If it's just a knight, who cares about a knight? So bishop g5 and bishop d5. I think the point is bishop g5, and there's some loose piece liabilities and stuff. So yeah, I think I've seen something like this. Castles, bishop g5. But I'm wondering now, how exactly do I get my piece back after queen d6? That's interesting. Okay. Stopping castling is some compensation for a moment. It's only a knight for 2 pawns, right? It's 2 pawns. Okay, so what? Okay, I'm hoping there's something concrete I get from this. D5? Well, if he castles always d6, that's bishop e6. I still think I think I've got something going on here. I'm pretty sure there's something naughty going on about this position. I'll play this, so keep the things open and stop him casting immediately. Now, is there something naughty going on or not? I'm trying to rule out bishop e6. He can play rook f8 if he wants to hit my f2. I've noticed there is something naughty about this. That this diagonal, I can. If I wasn't losing the bishop, there would have been bishop g6 check. But knight c5, he can pick up my bishop. He's not playing this exceptionally quickly, is he? Pretty calm about not playing knight c5 immediately. It seems, unless I've got something, I have to lose this light square bishop, right? Well, at least his bishop's still pinned, right? No. Well, there might be knight c7 anyway. I get to keep the bishop. Okay, I've probably got nothing now. There's a knight d5. Knight d5. Anything better than knight d5? I can't see it.
Check.
Right, bishop e3 to d4. At least my central control is okay. Queen h6 is on the cards here. I can pin that guy. Is this pin worth? Is f2 still the problem? I don't want to get mated on f2. Can I take here? If I'm not getting mated on f2. Oh. He's left himself with 10 seconds. I wonder if I can be naughty and just win on time. I know it's very original.
Check. Check. Check.
Oh. Yes, very naughty. Okay. Yeah, there is a piece set there. I vaguely remember. White Knight Owl. I probably need to revise how it works. The knight sack. Yeah. Okay. But okay. Anyway, enough said. Okay. What? Oh. Okay. Aborted. Okay. Another 3-minute auto pairing. Okay. A GM Berber. Let's stick with knight c6 as a pre-move. So we get Shigoran. Right, he's got that e5 square. Yes. He's making a big deal about the e5 square. I'll just go for some piece play, I think. King's still in the centre. If I can get to play e4, then at least my e5 square isn't a terrible pain all the time. On the bright side of this. Alright, so it's only a pawn, which was double anyway at the moment. Okay. What is he doing with rook c1 anyway? I can put my bishop on d3. And it doesn't. At least I've avoided the e5 torture stuff, so I'm happy about that. I suppose you can take on a7 as well if he wants. I can crawl along dark squares as well. Okay, that's the basic plan, is it? I'll try and trap this queen. Rook e6 has got f4. I'm nearly trapping the queen. g5, unfortunately, there's knight, the knight. How do I trap the queen? If I move the knight, then I've got g5 and rook e6 to try and trap the queen. Will you fall for this? b5, there's rook e6. Where's the queen already? He has to move the knight. Okay, I'll get some sort of attack then, like f5, f4. And maybe don't want that e5 square with a knight on it. I guess he might take there to play b5. I wanted to protect h6. What about knight g6 and f5? So I can test e5. Alright. Here we go. It's getting a bit interesting. Keep a blockade for a moment. That's not what I wanted. On the rook. Rook f1 looks like a nice trap.
Check. Check. Check.
Oh. No.
Time warp.
No, 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 no. That wasn't supposed to happen like that. Okay. Maybe it was a GM though. Still. Okay. My hopes and dreams there. Smashed. Okay, so bishop f1, knight b3. Right, so c5. But it's okay. I wonder if has he got a big attack? If I play f3, then maybe bishop d2. Okay, how big is this attack? It's probably, yeah, it's pretty scary. Knight a4, queen b6. Is that worth it? It gives me queen f2 on queen. No, I don't like this g3 business with a bishop sack lurking. He seems to be getting in, unfortunately, an ideal attacking position. Oh, there's always h3. I've got the bishop on f1. Okay, my rook's hanging. Okay. Right, g3, h3. I'm hoping bishop h3 is not working. I'm hoping I can take that. I don't want to play queen f2 though, because g3 takes. He's mating me on h2. I don't like the queen hanging around here. Maybe just plays knight g5. Oh crikey! Why does this look so natural? If I took on g4. That doesn't bear thinking about. Crikey! Alright. Try and protect f3 for a moment with this move. If I can actually take out this light square bishop, it would save a lot of pain, I think. Is that... I don't know if I ever get time to take out the light square bishop. Knight b6. Let's have a look at this. Takes. Check. Takes. If I'm playing knight b6, he takes. He's threatening f2. I have to take. Right. Doesn't look great, but rook e2 to g2. Knight h3. Right, can I get to play this? And this? Bishop e1. Doesn't that trap the queen? It's fortunate. I didn't expect anything like bishop e1. It's just this peculiar configuration where his queen's self-mated. But unless he's mating me or something. Let's have a look. Bishop takes. Can't see it. Bishop takes. Yeah, I think this is a good move. I suspect it's a good move. I do want to drop f3. Rook e1, bishop c4. I don't want to lose any pieces unnecessarily. So knight f6. Well, I'm getting close to getting mated.
Check.
I'm wondering if he tries to distract, this would be a check on c7. Alright. Can I say yeah? No, because my bishop's on f6. It's an illegal move. Apart from that, it's great. Alright, I'm wondering, a4, queen c3, if he wanted to play for bishop f3 mate, it's... There might be bishop f1 or rook g1. Bishop f2, rook g2. Play here. Don't like the look of this particularly. Alright, just rook. I'm not threatening anything. h3. Oh, I don't like the look of this. I haven't got that much time to calculate this. I want to be able to threaten rook e2 without falling to a rook g1 mating. So this gives the king an escape square. So I need to be able to play rook e1 threatening this. A4 queen c3. I don't think there's any. It's not mate anyway now. Well, it's kind of horrible, but this is check anyway because the king's there. Because otherwise, A4 queen c3 rook c7. If it wasn't check, how do I actually defend f3? All right, is this time to play this? All right, I think that's a little bit safer now for me. I don't mind queen for 2 rooks. Alright, I think I'm out of the woods. Okay, rook g2, queen h5. Can go on the attack.
Check.
Alright, nice. Rocky top. Okay, Rocky top. One of the regulars, Rocky top. That was a bit scary with in that position, yeah. It seems an ideal King's Indian attack in many respects. I think this is a move to b6 to try and preserve the pawn structure. Now, bishop e2 and castling, I think, or maybe I risk d5 here. b3? b3? Should be okay, right? If I castle... Alright, he's going to torture c4. This looks very... much concern. You can get my dark square bishop with knight b3. Does he want the dark square bishop? This is the thing. Does he want the dark square bishop? Knight b3, rook b1. If he well, you know, rook b1. If I ever get to play rook, okay. I'm just thinking rook b1, e4, and bishop g5. I could do something with the dark square bishop. Okay, I'm trying to indirectly defend that d4 pawn because of this bishop h7. He wants the dark square, but he's got knight d4. Oops. Alright, bishop h7 threatened. No, I didn't expect that. But on the other hand, for the pawn, I mean, my dark square bishop could be quite dangerous on this diagonal. I'll be a bit casual about that. Bishop b2, knight b5. If this bishop's good on the diagonal, that should be interesting, I hope. Bishop b2, knight b5. Trying to cut across this diagonal. Okay, so bishop, that's my plan. I can't see anything else actually apart from bishop b2 and knight b5 right here. This one's lurking, has to address this surely. Bishop h7, rook d4. So yeah, after he addresses that, somehow I think this is a good idea. But okay, let's concretely look now. e5. And again, bishop b2. Anything else? Knight f5 I take, and I'm hitting the queen. The knight's protecting the rook, fortunately. So let's say e5. Oh, he's just allowing this? I'll take that, because I think that's interesting. I mean, it's not majorly. I don't suppose it's majorly. What is a problem? He's only got 30 seconds left. He's been a bit slow here in practice. In practical terms, 30 seconds is not good generally. Okay, so knight d5 is also on the cards here. Alright, let's see. It looks as though I've got something going on here on f6. Knight d5. He could take with the knight. Right, if I play queen g3, I mean, I guess there's knight h5. Now, let's have a look at this. I've got loads of time. Queen g3, knight h5. Let's have a look at that position. Can't see anything immediately brilliant about it because this bishop's not yet on the diagonal on g7. Yeah, knight h5 seems sufficient there. Queen g3, knight h5. Queen h3, on the other hand, might have more venom. On bishop takes c4, there might be rook f6 takes on knight e4, hitting the queen and f6. Yeah, I think this has got more venom. Queen h3. If it's best as bishop takes, I think I'll play rook takes. Yeah, knight e4. I'll go with this, I think. My f2 is not entirely vulnerable yet because. Rook g4, rook d2 is on f2. That's a bit of a pain. Knight e4, knight f4 is a pain. On this is anything there is on my queen. So I guess he's forcing me to consider rook f3. Rook d2, there's knight e4. Well, knight e4 here, it looks gorgeous. There's that diagonal. He's on the rook. It's good to spot these things. Let's move the rook. Or bishop c3. Now takes. Check. Check. It's not mating, is it? Knight f6, king h6. I've only got 35 seconds. It's possible I could lose on time thinking too hard about this. I'll play g4. The queen's hanging now. Alright, interesting. Oh, Hannison. Did we play earlier? Oh, okay. We might have done anyway. Knight c6 French. I should have maybe checked. Okay. It's let's check my history. Or not. I'll not bother. I'll check next time. History is a bit if I'm not sure. Okay. So let's see what's happening here. d4's a bit vulnerable at the moment, probably. Can he not take it? Is it a trap? I can't see how it's a trap, so I'm hoping it's okay to take it. And if I castle here, It is a centre pawn. Knight f3. Okay, I can play knight f6 for a moment. Unless there's a major forcing move I'm missing. Knight f6 looks okay. This one looks okay. If I can get to h5, I'll be happy. I'm wondering about c6. And then maybe e5. c6 and e5 to celebrate the extra pawn. Or you can put a clamp on the e5 square. That's a shame. Can I do this bishop g6? So he's got that nice clamp on e5. Can I play knight d7? There's rook e6. There's knight c5 as rook e7. If I play c6 for the moment, rook e5, queen e8. It's not exactly what I had in mind. But there might be king h8 and knight d7 after. So king h8. There isn't knight d7 after. Let's do this for a moment. He's not taking there because there's rook. So it looks as though I've gone a bit defensive recently. Yeah. Okay, I can't play knight d7 without rook e6, it seems. So can I just play rook e8, bishop d8? If he ever takes on here with this to defend this, because if he plays this battery, bishop takes here. In the meantime, can I play bishop d8 to c7? So bishop d8, bishop f6, there's g takes. I don't think there's a major deflection after that. There's rook h5, f5. So I think bishop d8 I can see another day with bishop d8. I just want to play bishop c7 and lift this e5 blockade. So bishop takes, g takes, bishop c7, rook moves. There isn't yet e5. There's knight e4 here to blunt the diagonal. There's knight e5 happening. Oh, probably need to take that e5 knight. Here we go again. Right, there's knight e4 here. I'm on f2 and on the bishop. If he wants to do an exchange sack, I'm not entirely sure it's crushing. So I'm hitting the bishop, I'm hitting f2. The rook's kind of trapped on e5. If he plays bishop e3, I think there's queen f6. Well, I wonder here about h6. I'm asking for that exchange sack. What about queen g6 instead? Is that also asking for an exchange sack? Although I can't immediately see how it's losing. A bit dodgy. This exchange sack could be dangerous. It would be ideal if I could get away with h6, bishop h4, rook f4. Okay, he's going to do an exchange sack. He's going to do it. I assume. If he moves the bishop, rook f4, let's assume this. Pawn takes. Rook moves somewhere. Hitting the queen. Then what? Oh no, that's protected anyway. What about rook f5 here? Oh no, you can just play bishop e4. That wasn't clever. There's bishop e4. Okay, I'll take on e5 here. Bad bishop. And get his pawn back. How's this ending? b6, bishop a6, c4, d5. He wants his pawn back. Well, rook e4 I'd taken and g5. Queen e4 had this ending. b6, rook d4, bishop a6, rook d7. Coming in, bishop c4. I can have this d file with rook d8. Don't need to lose the d file. So g5, rook d8 to get that d file. I'll try for b6, bishop a6. c3. Now if he takes, he's got this check. I take there, but the check doesn't help. If he goes rook d1, this c2. I'm in the driving seat here. This is immune now. I can't take that. Bishop d4. Can I get his pawns before they become murderous? Connected past pawns. Get my king up. No. Keep everything on light squares. Oh, hang on, my g5's hanging.
Check. Time warning.
What have I done? He's quitting.
Check. Check.
Oh. Okay, I pushed too hard, obviously. Okay. Attract. Okay. There's Metanov. There's a few challenges here. Okay, there's Metanov. I pushed too hard there. I pushed for a loss. Okay. If the king walk was good, because that was a dangerous passed pawn. But without the pawn queening over here. This looks wretched, doesn't it? Wretched. I'm hoping the bishops mean something soon. It seems as though Queen A4 is knight D4. If I take this knight C2, if I castle there, queenside, knight D4, castle queenside. Let's see what would happen. My D1 rook, I think that's okay, because I'll be threatening. Queen takes B4 surely. The knight's holding the rook, so there's no clever trick, I think. I've got this check in reserve that might be handy at some point. If he strengthens my centre, well, then actually I also get this B file, and maybe that's useful. Okay, back to the drawing board on things. I'll just move this queen back. I'm going to drop D4. Oh, go on then. I'm just taking the queens off, and I'm going to rely on my bishop pair. I'm going to do it like this. It's crazy, I know, but I'm hoping this is okay. I'm just going to castle queenside. I've got the G file as well, so maybe check and rook G1. I mean, it looks as though I might have active pieces. So let's see. Check rook G1. Something like G6 later. Alright, I think. It's equal on pawns. Why do I think I'm a pawn down? I imagined I was a pawn down. I'm not a pawn down, it's just wretched. So I've got the G file to play with. I've got the bishop pair. I'll play this for a start. That's F7. Forget this diagonal. What's the point of that diagonal? There's no point to it. Rook G1 looks okay. If I'm going to try and do something on this, create some weakness on the G file with Rook G1. Knight F5. Well, there's check winning the knight. So already this nice light square bishop. On the check and D5, there's knight E5. F4. That sort of stuff. Right, first things first.
Check.
Do I want to do this? There might be a point to it. F4. There might be a point of bishop D4 to get bishop D4 in. So knight E5, F4, knight F3. I don't know. The knight wants to do this or not. It can come into C4, play bishop D4. I want to get this bishop D4 in basically. Knight E5, F4, knight F3, rook G3. Knight E5, F4, knight C4, bishop D4. Intriguing. So I'm just trying to push these bishops to the max. So bishop D4. That gives me stuff later. Well, maybe like B3. Hang on. No, D6. There's knight D6. I'm not winning a piece just yet on that. But bishop D4 looks good. So two bishops against the two knights. Okay. Knight C4, bishop D4. Let's imagine this position. Rook F8. Knight C4, bishop D4, rook F8. Maybe something like king C2 to B3 or king C2 to E5. Actually, he's got knight D5. Intriguing. Okay, so bishop C5 for a moment. If rook e8, bishop f7. If rook, this one, rook bishop d7. So he plays that. C4, c5, d6. That could be good. c4, c5, and there's knight b5. c4 is possible here because of that pin. So do I get a chance to play c5 and d6? I'll play that anyway to fragment these pawns. Then there's one day there's a rook left to hit a7. Rook d3 to a3. Oh dear. Okay, bishop b4. He's going to win pawns. He's winning pawns with a5. Okay, a5. He's using a tad more time than me. I should slow down really a bit if needed. Okay, so here rook d1, just reinforce the d5. We'll just take this rook, in fact. Yes, double the pawns. Okay, thanks. Cap 7 red. Cap 7 red. But do I have to play knight c6 every time? Why am I routinely playing knight c6? Come on. I have to stop this. Oh, I didn't even mean that. I didn't even mean that move. Okay. Oh well. Can I try and think about the moves? Come on. d5. Yeah, this is an interesting position. Anyway, okay, it makes a change. Force myself to do something unusual. If a bit passive. For the moment. Alright, so bishop e7, g5. Okay. There's no e5 square to dominate here with that pawn sitting there. I'm wondering bishop e7, g5, g4 if he castled. My king in this structure might not be entirely terrible to play like that. Does he castle? g5, g4 looks a bit of fun. If he doesn't, what does he do? Queen d2? Let's say queen d2. Why can't I just take that? I can't see a good reason not to take it. That's a good reason, isn't that? Why did I want to take it? That's silly. Okay, a5 is a3. Okay. This is delaying castling has confused me. Okay, alright. Rook b8. Oh, there's knight a5 here. It looks pretty good. I didn't see that. Isn't there queen c8 here? The rook's kind of trapped. Queen takes b7. Queen c8 is a naughty little move. There's c6. Oh crikey, he's got c6. Crying out loud. If I took then there's a fork. Okay, c6 there's knight c4. Is there anything better here? I'll just take the queen off and knight c4. The castle's rook b8, rook b1. Take, knight e3. Takes knight e3. It's queen c8, c6. Let's go back to this for a moment. Knight c4, castles. And the rook's kind of trapped. I'll go with this. Okay, I think the rook's kind of trapped anyway. So c6, knight c4. Oh, okay, I thought c6. Okay, I don't want to lose too many pawns if I'm going to avoid it. Queen here, remember? Then rook here, then something, rook b7, carefully without losing the a7 pawn. So rook fb8, rook b7, rook ab8. I wonder. Alright, can I get away with a6 for a moment? I don't want to lose a7 just in case. So rook b8, rook fb8. So rook fb8. Just, it looks like an exchange up. I don't see too much compensation for white. I'm having this tub of water just in case. I need to be super alert. I think water can help. If I take on e3, does that help in any way? It might do, because, I don't know, bishop g5. Why not just double rooks? Rook b7 and rook b8, ab8. Just double rooks here. Oh.
Check.
Okay. I'm walking into knight a5, aren't I? Losing the exchange back soon. So queen a3 threatens knight a5. Okay. a5, knight a5. Queen could move back with that pin. Well, there's queen a6 anyway. Actually, I want f1, a5 here. Remarkably. Actually, a5 was quite a good trap.
Check. Check.
That's mate. Oh, there's someone very high rated here. Dying to crush me. I see him. Atari something, Atarexis. So this is a 5-minute game. Very good rating profile in general. It's been up to 2440 on the ICC 5-minute auto pairing as well. So blitz rating is very good. This is his peak blitz rating. Unfortunately, he's not here, so I'm aborting. Yeah. Let's give everyone else a chance. Anyway, so that was 30 seconds. Yeah. Okay. So a 3-minute auto pairing. Okay. No, I'm not checking. It's 30 seconds. I don't know if he's still there. So okay, come on. 3-minute auto pairing. Let's keep this going. 3 minute. Or I'll rematch him. Okay, let's rematch him with black. Maybe I should have waited a bit longer. Pardon me. Rematch 5-0 with black. No. Oh, okay. 3 minute or 1 minute to add some alertness. Let's try 1 minute for adrenaline. It's a hippopotamus. He's playing hippo in reverse. Well, not reverse hippo. No, just standard hippo. Okay. There's some weakness here. Weaknesses to exploit. King's still in the centre.
Check.
Surely he's gonna be punished for that fact. Maybe not. I thought I was going to punish him earlier for the king in the centre. Oh, there was queen d3. Oh, how I got nothing from this. That was clever. Oh my crikey. Oh.
Time warp. Check. Check. Check.
Oh, what have I done?
Check. Check.
Okay, he's not that quick, is he? Alright, let's play one or two just to get a bit more awake. Okay, try and wake myself up with some bullet here. Or a 3 minute. Let's go on to 3 minute as well. I should have punished him for that opening a bit more. Alright, 3 minute auto pairing. King's Gambit. It's not quite. It's Castle Queenside. Out of necessity. This takes the bishop g4. Hold on a sec. Bishop g4 there. Alright, let's stop the bishop g4 business. Just in case. I think maybe it's always the time. That's a bit scary. Queen b6, b3. Do I get anything going here? Knight a4. Has he got queen a4? Bishop b2, king b1. He might have queen a4. Oh no.
Check.
There's bishop b5. Hold on. There's bishop b5.
check,
Let's close this road up. There's knight c3. Let's not go into knight c3. Not with check anyway. If here, there's knight c3. Okay. Take this guy off. That's a bit annoying. Alright, how does my king get it? There's the two rooks and bishops conspiring. Stop the use of e2. So check king d2 without rook e2. And there's king e1 crawling across here. Is there? How's that end game? I think that end game's okay if he wants to exchange everything off.
check,
Check.
check,
There's a check. King a3.
check,
Alright, so over here. Let's c3 then. Queen b3 first, then c3. Right.
check,
So I'm trying to lose this.
check,
Trying to lose this. Trying hard. Okay.
check, check,
Crikey, I am trying hard.
check, 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 time warning, check, 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 check,
Oh,
check, check, check,
I'm sorry. It's inertia. That was inertia. I felt I had to go for the death. Or yeah. Okay. M Western. I've had a good game against them once on a 5-minute auto pairing. Mm-hmm. Am I going to get a bad position from this? I wonder. It's a bit weird. Maybe I should have played b4. Is this necessarily a bad position? I don't know. Knight d4 coming. If bishop g6 h5, so this is a bit fragile, surely. This knight. Oh no, my king's in the centre. Bishop g6 h5. Well, that's a nice pin. Surely this is interesting, but my king's still in the centre, so there's this backfire. His rooks are not yet connected though. So bishop d6. Oh, he's resigned. Okay, that's cool. Slip in one more 3-minute auto pairing. That was a bit easier than the previous game, where I seem to be playing for a loss all the way through after winning after that queen thing. It's okay. Let's see here. I feel different from last week. I feel I've been very naughty pushing for wins this week. Last week I just felt very apologetic about losing every other game, but this week I feel more guilty about playing for wins from probably, yeah, okay. So again, I apologise. I apologise. Yeah, okay. I'm ruthless sometimes. Yeah, I'll use everything. I want to throw this kitchen sink. But yeah, I suspected I was better with the after the bishop b5 in the we're talking 2 games ago now. I thought I was better. That's why I think this inertia takes over as well from when I thought I was better. But this is some poxy gambit I've made up, so it's not doing much, is it, at the moment? I haven't got too much to show at the moment, but if he plays bishop f4, at least this is given a break. Oh, crikey, no. b6 is not given a break then. b6 is taken ruthlessly. I think this is going to be the last game because we're approaching 11 now. I think my co-producer wants to see his family and stuff. So this will be the last game. Okay, so is it going to be a traditional disaster game? I wonder. e6, d5. It looks like a disaster already, really. Indeed, it is now officially a disaster. Okay, I have to swindle it on the clock. It's a 3-minute game. Don't take these too seriously, these 3-minute games. Okay, he's going to be totally ruthless about it. Not just one exchange, getting another exchange. Fine. Be 2 exchanges up. See if I can. Knight f6. Okay, he's got the passed pawns coming at me. Yeah, it's too late actually, isn't it? Those passed pawns, that looks too late. I can't even stop it. Oh, okay. I can't stop that passed pawn. It's too late. Right, we'll finish on a bullet game actually. There's 2 minutes, so I'll try and finish on a high with a bullet game. There's 2 minutes to fit in a bullet game. That was horrible how he just was not content with one exchange. He had to take both. Okay, anyway. So a bullet game to finish off, maybe. Or is there a bullet game? Okay, so the scores on the doors tonight hasn't been that bad. Okay, Judge Meek. Yes, this is the kind of
Check.
stuff I've played before. Sometimes. Although it doesn't look entirely convincing, does it? Okay. Why does it look really mega dangerous for me?
Check.
Is it? Because it is mega dangerous. Oh my word.
Time warp.
Huh. Oh no. Oh, I've been really done over. That was one of my pet systems. I've been done over in a pet system. Okay, I'll leave it like that. Oh, well, it's pretty tough on all the time controls. Okay. All right. I hope you enjoyed this week. All right. Thanks for coming. There were some fun games in there. Okay. Should we call it a day here? I hope you enjoyed some of the games, or well, I thought some of them were good fun anyway. So, but yeah, the 1 minute auto pairing is pretty tough as well. The 3 minute, it seems. Let's see. Okay, so remember to like the video if you liked it. That'd be cool if you can like the video. That'd be cool to help ICC promotion. Sandro not here. I think I'll sneak in another bullet game at this rate. Hang on. Okay, one is another bullet game bonus, unexpected bonus. Let's stop F5. Oh, this is atrocious, isn't it? I was trying to stop F5, but I don't think this is entirely clever. Yeah, how do I get into these total, like, I wouldn't dream of getting into these positions normally. I guess this is what IMs do. Oh. Oh. No. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Oh.
Check. Check. Check.
He's not kidding me. He's just complete. This completely. Even on bullet, man. Even on bullet. I thought I was good at bullet. Apparently, I'm not.
Checkmate.
Okay, I keep losing. I think. Yeah. Let's call it a day. I think. I don't know if he's gone for a cup of coffee. Oh, I don't know. Plan up. Is he gone for a cup of coffee? My Kobe. Okay. Yeah, we get some more bullet now. I think. I don't know. I don't know until I get the. Okay. All right. I don't know. I'm waiting. Let's have another bullet then. While waiting. Okay, that looks tempting. For a rock left. Okay, oh, hold on. Okay, just after this game, I could actually end on a high at this rate. I think I've ended actually on a high. Okay. All right. Okay. I got word. Okay, thanks. All right. Yeah. Okay. All right. See you next week then. See you next week. Okay. And okay. Thanks so much. Cheers then.